Hi, everybody. Hi, Sunrise. It is nice to see you. I have my little buddy here with me. And then I have extra special guest.
Oh, me?
You. Extra
Hello,
special
you.
guest. How are you?
Oh, doing better. Even though I
Hey.
had a major makeup malfunction.
Yeah, major makeup malfunctions are a pain in the patootie, I tell ya.
And I'm freezing as usual.
You're freezing? You know what I do? I've got a space heater right next to me that I turn on to blow warm air onto me because I am always cold. Always cold. Hi, Sunrise Dawn. How are you?
Wow, okay. I can see things. And I still have dinner in my teeth.
You still have dinner in your teeth? Yeah, I chowed down a hamburger. My husband made some hamburgers real quick.
We had our ground chicken hamburger helper.
That works too. That works too. You can see the chat, right?
Yeah, I can see the chat. We just don't have it
Okay.
going up in mine, but that's fine because aren't you not supposed to do more than one anyway?
It can be troublesome if you do it a lot. And for you and I, we'd just be splitting our audience.
Exactly. So it's like we
So
should go back and forth when
we
we do
should
it.
go back and forth. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm trying to
That
see
is
what
the
am I
way to
doing?
do anything that we do is to trade back and forth. Hey, Nebulous. Yes, it's Wheel with the two of us.
Yes.
And I've got a long list of New Year's questions.
Good. And don't ask us about drama. I have not seen it. So
I've seen it, but don't ask us. It's drama.
exactly. I don't know anything about it. She barely knows anything about it. So if
Yeah.
anybody brings it up, we don't know.
Hey, Miss Kim, how are you?
Ah, okay. I'm backwards. That's what it is. I'm used to looking at the bottom. So yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because on mine it's the newest is on the bottom, but on yours it's the newest is on the top.
Hmm.
Wow. Weird.
We're talking about really important things here. Yeah.
Yeah, the most important things, how things look on the back end, y'all. Isn't that
Exactly.
important?
Well,
I think it's important.
I've got the volcano and I've got you and yeah. It's
All the things, all the important things.
and then the collective fuzz because every moose is fuzzy except for the one in my car who is fuzzy and I didn't bring him up.
Cuz he rides around in the car with you.
Exactly. Yeah. No, if I go someplace that I
Thank
have
you,
to
Miss
worry,
Kim.
I put him in the back seat. So, yes. Thank you.
that was kind of my takeaway. I don't want to talk about it.
I
Um,
just I just don't know. So Lord knows when we're done, I'll run downstairs, play dragons, and go listen to it and figure out why, when, where, and how. But it's like I said, I spent last 27 years with 400 of my closest friends. So it's just
it
like,
all it gets that way. Yeah.
mhm. Well,
Mhm.
that's what the minute all the goth crowd found Facebook, it was just hilarious. So, and then it brought back the people who had moved away, and it was like, oh my God, it was crazy.
Wow. Hey, Fuzzy, how are
Hi,
you?
Putz.
Yes, we were talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about you.
Yes, we were. I like my lighting better. Yesterday, I felt like a ghost.
Your lighting is excellent. I cannot figure out what's going on with mine. Nothing changed.
I just have a bunch of well, I got the big like studio uh lamps from IKEA when they came out, and I've got the huge one behind me, and it took a while because Papa Cat was like, "Where are you putting those?" And I'm like, "In my craft room." Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Right.
A little
I
Andy Warhol.
picky about the lighting?
Hmm?
Is he picky about the lighting?
No, he just thought they were ugly and he didn't want them in the house in the living room because we
Ah.
didn't wind up with the loft like I liked. We wound up with the suburban townhouse that he liked. So unless I paint the walls gray, it's not my loft.
Hey, Jabat, how are you doing? Why
Okay,
couldn't I
that
say that? I know, because I was reading Papa Cat. Jabat, how are you doing? So we have a good first question.
oh God, here we go. Remember, like I said this afternoon, answer. You didn't answer on Saturday,
Yeah, you
people.
guys, I
Answer.
know she went on a tear about this afternoon. I listened. I
She
completely
forgot.
missed it. I com You know what? I have an alarm that goes off at 1:45. And I got Orion all set up and I got myself all set up and I had to run off and do a couple things. Then I had some time to kill, so I was watching this deep dive on nutmeg.
A nutmeg?
On nutmeg.
You go,
Yeah.
girl, but you have time dysmorphia too, neener, neener.
Oh, totally time dysmorphia. Absolutely.
People think
So,
it's fake. It's like, no, it's not. Trust me.
no, that's my therapist once said there's two kinds of people like that. The ones who check behind them 37 times before they leave, and the ones who um just don't even look, right?
The ones
Does
that say, "Oh my God, I left my phone at home. I have to go get it."
exactly. Exactly. So it totally I sat down, I was watching the thing on Mace and an hour and a half or Nutmeg and an hour and a
Nutmeg.
half later I went, "Okay. Well, I guess it was a short one I
Yeah,
missed."
I only did it because that way I have done mine, just in case I didn't get connected tonight, but also it's the first of the year. And tomorrow I won't be doing it because I'm going to lunch with my cousin. I think.
Ah,
I think. I'm trying to also fill my dance card. My yes, I'm doing lunch with her tomorrow. So
nice.
Um, unless I do something late at night, maybe I can convince somebody to come on for an hour or something, hang out with me.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, I'm the 37 time. Normally I'm the 37 times type, J Bat. Yes.
My parents were opposite and they were together for 47 years. My dad wanted to be at every party early, and my mother never made any party and always made the parties late. So
That must have been fun.
I heard about it all my life, and then I wind up being like my mom. He is not amused.
Does not compute why you cannot make it on time. Yeah,
Yep.
usually I'm really on time. The
Mm-mm.
streams, I have a really hard time. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Because you're still afraid of them, that's why. That's what I figure. That's why mine are always late or something. Because it's like, "I'm not gonna be good at it this time."
No, I'm never late to my own stream. I'm just late to your streams
So I
and other people's streams. Yeah.
well, that's why I text I'm leaving the house.
I know you texted you were leaving the house. I have an alarm that goes off at a quarter till. The nutmeg story must have been fascinating.
Nutmeg, though, isn't that like,
It was it's the main ingredient in pumpkin spice
yeah,
Starbucks.
I
Yeah.
hate pumpkin spice anything.
Nutmeg made the Dutch East India Company. Like that was that was their first coup.
That makes sense. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you got to find out that chocolate is not as evil as you thought. I actually got taught not that way. I was lucky. So I learned
Yes,
it's
it's
not,
not
yeah.
it's what is terrifying is when they get into sorbitol.
Oh,
Yeah.
girls don't
Yeah.
even touch my drugs when they wind up on the floor. I find them when I step on them later.
I have these dry mouth lozenges that I use because my medicine always makes my mouth dry. And they're
I
Adam.
know, I just read it too. Thank you, brain.
And so they come in these little, pouches that you with the metal on the back that you push them out of.
Oh, yeah.
And so he was chewing on one of the containers, and I had no idea if it had that in there or not. And what it does is it causes their blood sugar to drop and they just drop dead.
Holy crap. I've heard of something doing that to pets. I forgot. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very scary. It's
Yeah. But
very
chocolate
scary.
isn't. Yeah. I had one of my cats get into the chocolate and maybe I posted it on Facebook and somebody came back with, don't worry. And someone I know was like, don't worry. It's fine. Unless they
It's
eat
fine
like a
unless
whole
they ate
bar of
like
chocolate.
right, right. Miss Kim, that is wow.
I know that one. I'm really good at avoiding that one, but the people across the alley have two of those big red space heater thingies, and I'm like,
Yeah,
they better turn 'em off at night, or I'm gonna like, you know.
I'm really sorry it was a crappy day.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
For anybody who didn't see, here's Adam's comment that made me cough up a lung. In Central Europe, they say it's bad luck to return to pick up something you forgot. One is supposed to keep going. Interesting.
Actually, a pretty good rule, except that
Yeah.
Papa Cat, I did do that once, and I got crap for it because it was my phone,
Yeah.
and Papa Cat didn't like that.
Yeah, you got to go back and get your phone.
I
Yes, it
don't.
was scary, Sunrise Dawn. It was
Yeah.
terribly scary.
Yeah, no, I wanna disconnect from my phone, I just don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I wish I could.
I got a charging pad that sits on my desk, and I set it on the charging pad at night to charge. Now, that still doesn't handle the iPad issue, but at least I'm not on my phone.
Oh, right, I know, one of the things for New Year's is me writing in my journal or because I have 2 Japanese planners, you know, the fancy Hobonichi ones. Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
and this is last year's, and it's almost blank.
So you're going to write in it every day?
Yep,
Susan and I have made a New Year's resolution, and I'm remembering it that we were going to write every day. So I've got to figure out now how to get writing into my day every day.
that's the thing I don't get. My Hallmark remember the Hallmark planners you could pick up at the Hallmark store?
Yeah, the little tiny ones.
It was a big thing in, like, junior high school, and I actually filled them all out constantly until they stopped making them.
Okay.
But I've had was it Palm Pilots? I've had, uh, fancy Japanese planners, I've had planners that are 30 days, none of them. Just don't make a dent. I don't know why. Not even my phone. It's like, I'm so unscheduled now, but I'm starting to get a life, so maybe that'll help.
Getting a life helps.
Mhm.
I've found the more I have a life. Okay, Adam, this is a real thing.
You're not supposed to do that. Not even if your hands are dry. You better be joking. See, the
I'm not
camera's
sure why they insist on periodically giving us heart attacks.
camera's up high or something. Okay. But, 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 but. Yep.
Miss Kim, I will sit and watch somebody on the TV with my phone and my iPad within reach.
Oh,
I
iPad, phone, my reader, and the new laptop or the new laptop I got.
uh-huh,
Um, and then I'll forget that and I just did that. My phone was in my leggings in my pocket when I
in
got
your
up to look for
pocket.
it. Yeah, that's a
Good,
new one.
good.
Yeah,
Okay,
so no
guys, are you ready for the first question? Brain fog has a computer in the bathtub. Seriously?
it's not in the bathtub because I don't take baths, and we have a big fancy bath. It sits on top of it on a raised desk. So I have one of my old ones sitting there. So I literally, when you guys are texting me and I'm like, I'm getting ready, literally it's on the desk behind me, my phone, and my computer usually watching Natalie, or if Marilyn starts coming back on in the morning. So
Okay.
it's from my childhood. My parents disappeared on me. I was ignored. So I always had
Yeah.
TVs on all over the place and lights.
Yep. I
So,
understand that one too. TV on all
mhm.
the time. Mhm.
So he's gotten used to the television considering he had 13-inch when we met. Television. And
Not into the television much, huh, Papa Cat?
nope, he's in his own room, believe it or not, right now. I know he's been
Really?
sitting next to me. Yeah.
I know he's been
Avatar.
sitting next to you. Nebulous, that must have been seriously hardcore.
My brother ate half a pan of hippie brownies in the 70s and then watched The Exorcist with his friends.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Suffice it to say, he wasn't into drugs after that. He was 13.
who was it? Oh, it was Feral Cheryl yesterday talking about her stepfather getting her drunk when she was a little girl.
My parents gave me daiquiris for one Labor Day muscular dystrophy for some weird reason. It was a family thing. The family was always around, and they were making daiquiris on the blender, and they gave me a couple when I was like 9, I think.
Daiquiris are good though.
Hmm?
Daiquiris are good though.
I know. I That's the only thing I miss about alcohol is that um virgin most things are gross except for Bloody Marys and margaritas.
The flavor the flavor of the alcohol adds something to what you're making. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. My Muslim friends, I'm like, I get it, but the flavor of the alcohol is yeah, yeah.
So,
Interesting competing anxieties Dawn and Sunrise have.
yay, Dawn, tech head.
But I love it. I love it when our anxieties are like competing, right? Completely opposite.
Well,
Same
some of the
thing, just completely opposite stuff. Okay, guys, first
okay,
question.
sorry.
What's the theme song for last year? I haven't come up with an answer to this yet. I've got nothing.
Man,
One or two pieces per day, exactly nebulous. One or two pieces is completely sufficient.
excuse me. Hey, meow. He would know what I would use for a song for last year. Is that the what? The microphone. Now he wants his mic. Okay, so theme song for
Oh,
last
well,
year.
didn't he have a keyboard in the other room watching?
Yeah, he was watching because that's his office. We have a
Yeah.
Jack and Jill bathroom, but I this way I can say, tell me what my song from last year is."
Your
What's the
song or just
theme
a song that
song?
Well,
is
The
represents the
theme
year?
song for
the
last
theme song
year.
for last year.
Yeah.
What would it be? He's got an encyclopedic brain with
With music?
songs. So if it's my genre, yes. It's the 70s, yes. If it's Taylor Swift, no. He's thinking hard too. Where's Adam? Come on, Adam, come up with one.
Yeah, Adam should come up with one. I've got no idea either, Miss Kim. I'm coming up empty. I know something will pop into my head in 35 minutes. I've got a game I play on my phone, and I've got a different game I play on my iPad, and I play different theme song, a long 80s style expositional intro with Baroque trumpet.
What is that? That sounds familiar, Adam. That sounds like some new wave song, like Adam and the Ants or something.
We were just talking about Adam and the Ants, actually.
Really?
No, not
Like-
Adam and the Ants. Stray Cats.
Stray Cats. I saw Stray Cats. They
Yeah.
weren't very interesting as a concert, but we're not going to go there.
Okay.
No, because yesterday with Dusty and his ticket thing, the farther it got along, they got more and more. At one point, we're all talking. She left. She left. She goes, I didn't say anything about her. It's because she got smart and left. I got stuck with her for a while, and there were seriously 8 people talking all over each other at one time.
Yes. Orion was really whiny last night, and I
Good.
don't know what was going on.
Good.
But
He needs to be whiny.
He was not stopping whining. Even if I put him into the crate, I could hear him. And the only other option was to let my husband babysit him, and he's my dog. So
It's not going to matter
Even-
when I get mine.
even when we went to bed, I put him in his crate to go to bed, and he whined all night. He was just really whiny.
In a
I
way
don't know
that's
why.
good because that means he's doing better, but in a way that's bad because you don't sleep well.
No, I didn't sleep. And it makes me nervous, right? Because I worry that he's in pain or that something's wrong. And he
He's
jumped off
just
the
going,
sofa twice yesterday, so it makes me extra worried, right? Look at that. Has it been 6 months,
Wow.
Dawn? Wow.
6 months.
I can't even believe it's been that long.
Yeah, we've all been doing it, or the ones from the beginning. It's been 6 months since you monetized. You rock.
Wow. That's so cool. That's so cool.
I can't see your emojis. What are they?
Oh, yeah, because the
Are
emojis don't
clapping
show up.
hearts and
Ooh, okay.
hugs.
Okay.
Yep.
And Dove made it. I told him he had to come because he just did a drop in on my
Yeah,
feed. I said,
this morning.
yeah.
So
So-
nobody's got any. Adam says there was a show called Turnabout. Longest, most complicated intro in TV history. Okay.
Well, Nebula said Hawaii 5-0. Is that for a song or? It's like, yeah.
Was it animated, Adam? Am I finding the right thing to share? I know it's totally wild, Dawn. It's totally wild.
Can you get me my Surface? I'm sending the Papa Cat to go get my Surface from downstairs.
The
New one.
The new one? The Beast?
That's what I was using last night.
Okay.
If you
You
notice,
like your
Karen,
Surface?
love that I had to get a 13-inch one because my 12-inch one's having issues, and I almost dropped it today and could grab it with my knees in the car. I love it. I'm glad I didn't get a full-size laptop. So yes, I love
Wow.
my Surface
The
because I
intro
can
was animated.
use it in the car because I have the mobile internet on my phone. So when he's driving, I'm just going through things like, email, Reddit. I read the Reddit thing. It's mean.
It is mean.
And I mean like real mean, not even tech mean. It's like these people are understandably upset at stuff that has nothing to do with Reddit, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this intro that Adam is suggesting. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, in a very nice city, in a very nice house, there lived a very nice man and a very nice woman. They were married to each other and they loved each other very much. They not only loved each other, they also liked each other. How about that? But they had a problem. Even though they loved each other and liked each other and had good jobs, they sometimes were not very happy. They envied each other. They each thought the other one had a more interesting life, and they wished they could change places with each other. And they said that. Unfortunately, they said it in front of a statue that had a magic spell. And lo and behold, his spirit and personality went into her body, and hers went into his. And that's the way they are today. Will they live happier ever after? Well, let's see.
Okay,
Good answer.
then.
Good answer, I guess.
That was quite interesting, Adam.
Well, you figure they have to live happily ever after if they really love each other, because then they just switch bodies. Big deal. They can complain about each other's bodies for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
Try the island
Exactly.
and then try the car. He can't find my laptop.
Ah,
He can never find anything that I ask him to because I can't give the right like
because you
directions.
can't give the location. That's
Yeah.
frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
That's
my thing.
frustrating. Lupita says Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish is her theme song for the
Okay, I have to write that down. With which pen? I have 6 pens in
Yep.
front of me.
Yeah, and you can never find one. Yes, Stephen Bochco. I saw that, Dawn. I saw that it was Stephen Bochco.
What's Stephen Bochco?
He was the writer, he was the developer for that show that we watched the intro for.
No, I know, but his name sounds familiar.
He's a writer on a bunch of other shows. He's done like everything.
Okay, yeah, this is you can barely see it. It's the titanium, one of these, a brand, fountain pen.
I used the fountain pens, the Pilot disposable fountain pens. But my hubby also got me a nice one for my
Ooh,
birthday. Dusty, we got a question for you.
you should be tired if that's what you want to call it.
Kristen, yes, he is a $12,000 dog. My goodness gracious, he is.
He's her Ferrari. I had one.
Very expensive. I would have preferred a Mercedes, I think.
Okay.
Dusty, the question on the table is if you could give last year a theme song, what would it be? And here, Dawn's answering the question. Stephen Bochco is a writer and producer on like a bazillion shows.
That's the one I wanted.
Hill Street Blues.
Hill Street Blues. Okay.
Hill Street Blues, he was one of the writers on Hill Street Blues.
I got a keyboard so it would match the ground. Of course, I've lost it once already in my head.
And if it weren't for that color, I wouldn't have seen it against the couch.
Right.
See, I love my iPad. I did without a laptop for 2 years. I
sorry.
just had an iPad with a keyboard. It did everything just fine. But
You got it. I have when I'm downstairs, I have one of these that has 3 different hookups. So I can put the phone, the iPad, and the laptop on them.
yeah. I've got a Magic Keyboard for my iPad and it just connects to the iPad, but it's the same. Yeah.
So yeah,
the
no,
Birds of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose. That's an interesting theme song, Miss Sunrise Dawn.
Around question number 2, or is that still question number 1?
question number
That's
1.
still question number
have your-
1.
Remember, you're bringing Orson. You have your microphone on.
Yeah, and
Know that song? That song's from like the 70s, isn't it?
May the Birds of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose.
Isn't it? I think it's a country song, if I remember right.
Is it really? I've never heard this
so.
song. I didn't know that was a real song.
You'd be surprised what they have in country music, especially in the 70s.
Okay. One fine day as I was walking down the street, spied a beggar man with rags upon his feet. In his tin cup I did drop it, and I heard him say as I made rather retreat, May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
May an
May an
elephant
elephant caress you
caress you with his toes. May your wife be plagued with runners in her hose. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. Now,
Yeah, that is an interesting song. I didn't realize it was a real song.
I think
Look
it's a
at what
one-hit
I've
wonder.
learned.
Jimmy Dickens. So I think it's a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
So yeah, no, there's the perfect country and western song too. I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind? That's a good title, Dawn. I like that song. Becky, how you doing? It is good to
Becky.
it is good to see you. Okay, do you guys come up with a word for the year? I have friends who come up with a word that they're going to focus on for next year, be it love, truth, respect. I don't know, a word that they hope describes the upcoming year. So you guys,
Upcoming year.
word that you think
Last year was surprise.
shock.
No, surprise, because I'm surprised that I could do this YouTube thing.
Oh,
And I'm surprised that she is not our president, and I'm surprised about that's what it's been like.
I am
So,
surprised that it continues.
yes, pretty
And
much. Does not
so
stop.
it continues.
Yeah.
Yes. The plot thickens. Lupita, Bird of Paradise is a beautiful flower, but there's also an actual bird of paradise.
There is?
That's a bird of paradise.
This is all we're gonna wind up doing is looking things up, that.
Yeah, I'll show
I should make
you.
him look them up.
Well, that would mean we would have a producer in the back office, right?
That's what he wants. He said he's gonna retire because I've got 8 years to hit 225,000. Oh, there it is. Okay.
There's a bird of paradise.
And he said that when he retired, he's gonna become my producer. I'm like, hey, that does look like the
Yeah, they
flower.
look similar.
Yeah. Except somebody was on some good drugs when they gave him a green and yellow head on an orange body or brown body.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it?
You're a
Let's
bad
see.
bird. Oh my God, what?
I can't get copywritten for 12 seconds.
Okay.
I
Oh,
don't
and this is
think.
just entertainment and it's just the stuff in my mind. So don't take it as whoever's law.
Right. Don Gloves wants to know if your room is backwards. Are you mirrored?
I guess. Well, to me, I'm not, but on the television, I am. 'Cause
Okay.
television in front of me. Yes, it's mirrored. So I'm not mirrored when I'm on your restream. So
Okay.
yeah, I see.
Word
It
of the year, anti-disestablishmentarian.
Arianism. Yeah.
I'm very concerned about the role of the church in our kingdom.
Well, some people are starting to call it the regime. I like that. I like that phrase for it. What was I watch? I was watching, oh God. I was watching, well, Natalie was talking about Cairo this morning when she was talking about they want to get, they say they're going to get bigger again.
Oh.
And was talking about that he went to Florida and then he came back. Except she said the one thing she said was that Braille was big. I don't think so. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, because of him pulling up overnight.
I would agree with you, Fuzzy. They are pretty freaking amazing. Pretty freaking amazing. Dusty, have you come up with a song yet? We need the song that's your theme song for last year. Rainbow Valley Love, welcome in. It's nice to see you. You're right, Sunrise Dawn. Little Jimmy Dickens did perform at the Grand Ole Opry for many years. I just never heard
okay.
that song. Never heard that song before.
I actually have one, Harper Valley PTA, because that's what it's felt like all year.
Ah, I like Harper Valley PTA.
That was one of my favorites
Good
when I was little.
song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you could relive one day from last year, which would it be and why? And I'm going to reiterate to all y'all. Y'all got to be answering the questions.
Oh, come on.
You answer the questions when she's not here. Just because she's here. Hey, Susan, how are you?
Hi, Susan.
Sunrise Dawn, I love that word for the year. I love
Oh.
that word for the year. Sunrise Dawn says the word that she hopes describes the year is hope. Or not
You mean
hope.
peace.
Peace.
I'll start
Hope
wearing
was already in the sentence. Peace.
peace.
Yeah.
Piece of what?
Peace of mind. Peace of peace.
Oh,
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
that works.
Okay, that works.
Todd,
That
California.
works. Earthquake.
That's only a 4.8.
Too little, huh? You'd relive the Jack White show? Excellent, Fuzzy.
Oh.
Nice. Anybody else have a day they'd relive?
I know there is one, but I just can't. Oh, I can't remember.
You know what happens sometimes is I get answers to the questions 10 minutes after we answer the questions. So that's why
Yeah.
it's helpful to have them numbered in the chat, but that I can't do all that. That's like
Yeah.
complicated.
Oh, that's cute. Sunrise Dawn said the day her granddaughter was born.
That is a good day, Sunrise
That is a
Dawn.
good day.
I like that one.
And yes, Don RN, rookie numbers are 4.8s. Yes.
Rookie numbers is it. Yes, Don, I see it now. Sorry, it flew by me, you guys. It flew by me. It flew by me with the quake. The day
Oh,
my
poor you, losing your phone in the Dominican Republic.
Yes, the day in the and you got it back.
I know.
You got it back, Dawn.
That's amazing in a tourist area.
Unbelievable. Okay, so similar to what's your theme song? What's your mascot for
Your
this
mouth
year?
what?
Your mascot.
Mascot. Oh. Ooh, well, mine's Hello Kitty, obviously.
Ah.
How about you?
Orion.
Of course.
Yeah, Orion, probably. Lupita, that's excellent. Your numbers were awesome. That is the best. I've got to go in for my annual pretty quick here, and I'm not.
With Govi, I'm going in every 4 weeks so she can watch me.
So she can watch you. How is that doing?
Well, I've now lost 5 pounds, and even this is how you know you're addicted to food, because even if I'm not hungry, my brain says you want a snack. So,
Ah,
aw,
interesting. Becky, that's really wonderful.
yes.
That's really wonderful. That has so much meaning. Ah, Dusty.
So cute.
That's so sweet. Dawn, I thought it was on your channel. I just can't I didn't remember it, but I think I watched it.
I'm getting better.
Vacation.
When all the fighting was happening, I wasn't watching it at night.
Yeah, I
So
wasn't watching much either. Vacation to Southern California where I grew up after 23 years. That must have been wonderful, Rainbow. That must have been wonderful. Okay, J-Bat. Bread
it
pudding
sounds great.
French toast. I'm there. I'm there with bells on. Oh my goodness. Bread pudding French toast. Recipe, please. How is this made? What is this? What is done?
You got her.
Oh my goodness. I am a sucker for good bread pudding, but it can't have raisins. Raisins don't belong in bread pudding. They don't belong in cinnamon rolls either. And anybody who puts them in there is wrong.
But the real English aunt put raisins in bread pudding. That's why I can't stand it.
Dried cherries work, but not raisins. Yeah.
What?
Adam
know
says
someone
the
in Kentucky.
mascot. What's that?
You can hear.
We know someone in Kentucky. Ooh, I want that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want the best bread pudding ever. Absolutely.
One besides J-Bat.
Well, you forget you have that microphone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
talking to me.
I know. What was it
That's why it was the voice of Orson last
no face? Like, where is that voice coming from?
Where's the voice coming from?
Yep.
Oh, that was
Adam's
hilarious. No Face sounded exactly like I thought he was going to sound like, because I've never watched anything.
Oh,
I've
you
always come in to
haven't
check.
really.
Mhm.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Did you get to see were you on with him at the same time?
Last
Or
night?
did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept calling him
Sorry.
Sean.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody wondered what the
Sorry.
heck I was talking about.
I'm
s
really sorry I wasn't there.
I know, but I don't blame you. I mean, I was in a mood yesterday, so it was easy for me to, like, keep up and make faces.
Yeah, it was fine. You don't have a theme song, Dusty? Okay. Okay.
Didn't
Furry
watch
Highland cows.
Yeah, Furry Highland Cows.
The mascot are furry Highland cows. I'm going with it, Adam, but
I've seen them before.
I want to know why.
Oh, now you wanna know why.
I want to know why. Furry Highland oh my goodness gracious.
You look it up on Google and one of the
That doesn't deserve
Yes, right, Dawn. Because we gave everybody, like, positions in Club Brain Fog, and No Face was the bartender. And for some reason, a friend of mine who was a bartender who was just completely out of his mind most of the time was named Sean. So I call No Face Sean. And when he does no bat or no bot, no something, I call him Sybil because he's got a bunch of different ones.
different personalities. There you
Yeah.
go.
There are no Highland cows available for me to buy right now.
The miniature Highland cow.
We're keeping those like as pets.
$4,000.
Thank you.
Less money than Orion.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, as of now, I could have gotten a mini Highland cow instead.
What do you do with one of those?
Let's see. Oh, that's good. Did you hear this news? This is good gossip.
Yes, I heard about it, weirdly enough, on the nasty Reddit.
Oh, really? You went
Yeah, but I did
yeah,
go down that comment
that thread?
section.
I can
Yeah, it was
understand
just
that.
like, "Okay, I heard about it, thank you."
Uh-huh.
Because, they have,
They have
certain people
thoughts?
well, no, they have certain people in their crosshairs on Reddit, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it sure seems that way. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm very happy for them. I'm
Yeah,
very
me too.
happy. Lupita, it can be whomever you want. The mascot can totally be a person. It doesn't have to be an animal.
Yeah, Susan, we're gonna all start calling him Shawnee. Not his name.
He likes that name,
Some of the
does he?
he's never said it he didn't like it, so he's probably just being polite.
Jasper would be your mascot, Sunrise Dawn. That would be excellent.
Hey,
Susan.
who's Jasper?
Jasper is Sunrise Dawn's beagle.
Oh. Ooh, Beagle.
Yes. Jasper is who got into the chocolate. Susan thought Sean was his name.
Yes.
No
I'll ask
face's name, and it's not Sean.
and it's not spelled that way. It's Sean, not S-A.
Sean.
Yes.
Yes, that's the wrong Sean.
What,
They
cows
call
calm the soul?
Adam's. Yes, they call him the soul. Okay, Adam, I'll go with that.
Next time I'm in the Highlands, I'll go find one.
Your best day when I met some skinny kid named Tom when I was 15. Very cool.
And they say women don't have connection problems. That's great.
Yeah, she's still there. That's wonderful. That's just lovely. Mascot,
Yeah,
meerkat. There you go.
I thought yours would be a moose, though.
Becky, your neighbors bring you food?
Oh, because it's New Year's. I forgot about
Ah.
that. Wait,
Yes, yes, I have to keep up with that when you guys are doing that. It's pretty cute. They call each other Bunky. You call each other Bunky, right? Yeah.
okay.
I don't know why.
I call Papa Cat Meow.
Right. There you go. There you go. Okay, what's a skill or a hobby you're going to try out this year that you haven't done before?
Hobby. Well, I can't because 'cause I'm not buying anything. But I have to catch up on my cross stitch, my Afghans, my, quilts.
Yes, I feel sort of the same way. I'm like, I'm not starting a new hobby. I started a new hobby last year. I started 2 new hobbies last year. So I don't know that I have time to try out a new hobby this year. Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
got mine all over the house, and if you ask me, it's impossible to have a hobby all over a three-story house.
What do you want them all in one place?
No, I mean, yeah, I guess so. That's what the craft room is for.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Theoretically, they say. Oh, you're both OSA and you're
Ah.
bunkmates at the Hacienda Gardens. Got it. Dusty, what does you want? Someone gets you a few boxes of it's it and ship them with what's it's it?
It is a cookie ice cream sandwich that's about this big. And you can get it with like dark cookies and like peppermint ice cream, the green ice cream and stuff like that. But they're a San Francisco legend. That's what they say. But yeah, they're
Oh.
They're evil. They're like big ice cream sandwiches, but round and really awesome. And they're really sticky.
Dusty, I think Brain Fog's response is going to be
Oh,
that you need to come to San Francisco. Why would I do that? I don't know. I'm just channeling her here.
yep.
Okay,
Because
just checking.
dry ice is probably hazardous.
Dry ice is dangerous, actually.
Yeah.
Your neighbor used to have a food truck. She sells tamales and plates often. Nice. Becky said she got tamales.
Yeah.
Tamales.
Mhm.
Yes, of course you got tamales. You have been
Yeah. If I remember right,
watch-
tamales are some kind of like New Year's
New Year's
luck
dish.
thing.
Oh.
My aunts on my father's side, we used to have, I think I used to go to my aunt's house on New Year's on my father's side. So after my parents got divorced, they still wanted my mom around. So
Got it. They didn't
Mhm.
want to lose a daughter. That's nice. Meerkats as pets in the US? Who
What?
has meerkats as pets? Adam, you crack me up.
Oh my
My
God.
my mother-in-law knew shorthand.
My aunts do. That's how they actually, when they want to tell
They
like,
take notes.
well, no, they actually say it when they don't want anybody to know what they're saying. So they'll actually
Right.
do it to each other.
There you go.
Yeah. Right, Becky. Tamales are usually made on special occasions, but I just don't know why.
Ah,
Do you know why? That was the thing. I
they're
don't know
good?
why.
'Cause
Well,
they're
yeah,
good?
they're good and they're really awesome when you make them at home. My
Yeah.
parents, my mom and my uncle made me a purple one, and I wouldn't eat it.
I love homemade tamales. I love homemade tamales.
Yes, Susan.
Um,
Yeah, crafts or everybody else. Yeah, I have lots of crafts around the house. Yeah,
yes,
72
I
of 'em
have enough
with
new
twins.
hobbies in my craft closet. Exactly.
You know
But
what mine is?
Rainbow Valley Love is gonna take up knitting.
Oh, I'm
But
so sorry.
that's adjacent. That's adjacent, so that's okay.
You're gonna learn it with the them up or down?
Up or down? Who t
Yeah, knitting because it's the two bars, and so it's like there. I have actually seen people who do it with them sticking up, like they show in cartoons and stuff.
Mine are always sticking up.
No, I mean the ends.
The
So you're
ends sticking
yeah,
up?
yeah. So you're crocheting like this.
That would be really, really weird. That would be really, really weird. Papa Cat, what were you gonna say? I interrupted you.
Well, no, I interrupted. Well, I had a goal, but after watching all the Mount Everest documentaries with brain fog, I'm gonna have to modify it slightly, and I think Dusty will appreciate it.
What?
It's to make it to the top of Mission Peak without bottled oxygen.
That's a local hiking spot.
It's like 2,000 feet up. It's not that high, but after watching all this Everest stuff, where there's
Everest?
all the dead bodies up there on the top of the mountain.
I get caught in a YouTube like rabbit hole, and the latest rabbit hole has been Everest again.
Everest again. Have you watched the guys who paint spray on Plastidip in colors onto cars and completely redo them? It's like shrink wrapping a car, but they do it with Plastidip in a spray can and completely change the car.
They cost $2,000 to do.
Yeah, it's fairly inexpensive.
Well, but it's not permanent. That's the thing,
It's not permanent.
and it's
Yes.
very like temperamental because a friend of mine has one, and they were saying I should do it to mine because my paint is old on my car. And it was like, no, you know how fast I would get that to pop off my car?
Well, the shrink wrap is supposedly more durable, so it just depends on what you're looking for. I just like watching the videos of them playing with the pigments and the paints.
I
And
used to look for that.
yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I'll text you a link.
It's cool.
100.
Yeah. Mission Peak is 1400.
Great.
You
I-
said it was over 2000.
I feel like even more of a chump.
I have a craft room too, and I have some craft in each room. Yes, I have crafting in every room in the house. Fuzzy says the question implies I have an old hobby. You don't do hobbies. Okay, Fuzzy. And tamales are usually made on special occasions. Adam says, do you really have a Sherlock Holmes book written in
He
shorthand?
doesn't.
He can't. I
He
never know
can't?
if he's telling the truth or not. I mean, he could. Mascot, your
Ah,
great
very cool,
aunt
Lupita.
Libby. Nice, Lupita.
Oh, hi, Britt.
They are a lot of work. Tamales are a lot of work, and having the family together makes it go really fast. Yes. Yes.
Yes, nothing like, was it 12 adults around a dining room table laughing their butts off as they get drunk making tamales?
Making tamales. It's wonderful. And then you've got all the tamales for the year. My
Yeah.
hermit crabs could be your mascots. There you go, Sunrise Dawn. They eat, play in the water, smack each other when they get annoyed. And they hide underground for 6 weeks at a time. Yeah, I know you were so worried that he was gone.
I like
Lots
the
of
smack when
hands.
they get annoyed one.
Yeah. Smack with each other when they get annoyed.
Yeah, no, Becky, that's why I said 12 people around a table laughing their butts off and getting hammered. Well, I just sit there and watch them and go, you're never going to be done, right?
Right. Dusty, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, Dusty, I'm sorry. And it's a sucky reason to have to come back.
Yes, it is. It is. You're going to take a class online, Rainbow Valley Love? That is a good idea.
You
That is
actually
a
can
good
learn
idea.
things from knitting classes online.
What's that?
You can learn things.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can.
you always think that YouTube is just going to be a joke, and I've learned a few things on YouTube.
No, you can learn amazing things on YouTube. YouTube is one of my main search engines for figuring out how to do things.
It is now.
Right
It
now.
took a year to figure it out because I just would watch videos on it.
Mhm. You do have that book. He does have that book. Sign of Four in shorthand. Are you actually going to learn Greg's shorthand? That's cool. Hey, Brian, it is good to see you. Welcome in. The question on the table. What is the question on the table, Brian?
You're asking me?
Oh, if the year had a mascot, what would it be? What would your mascot for the year be, Brian? Maybe you should get off your high hobby horse and pick one.
No.
I mean, I don't know, Fuzzy. Do you need
If
a
you
hobby?
don't have one, don't pick up and run.
YouTube is a hobby, Fuzzy.
Yes. You do have a hobby.
Moderating YouTube is a hobby. That's a hobby. It's a thing you do in your spare time that requires skill.
I guess
For
Charles
fun.
Dickens wrote in shorthand.
Did he really? One of the few things I miss about living in San Antonio is the tamale shops. Yeah.
Yeah, the
We
one
got
thing I miss about the other side of the bay is Mexican food.
yeah. Every time I move, I get accustomed to the food of the restaurants that I'm near, right? And then you move someplace new and I'm like, but it's not the same. They make it different. Yeah.
Well, Alameda is like white bread central. It's very strange.
Oh, really?
And you don't really want to go into the good Mexican food area in Oakland right now. So
I believe it's a class, Rainbow. I think it's a great idea to take a class.
oh, totally. I wasn't joking. It's like, I wanna learn Photoshop. Okay.
Oh,
I have a friend of mine who's, like, a real writer. She, like, writes with contracts and things, for some, expensive company. I should ask her if she writes in shorthand. But she puts it on their computer, so no.
so you guys, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Or some of you probably don't do resolutions. I generally
Hey,
don't do resolutions,
I
but
what?
I got one
What?
because
What?
Susan and I made a deal and we were talking somewhere between my birthday and Christmas. We were talking and we were like, she was like, if I write every day, if you write every day, I'll write every day. So we made a deal that we were going to do that. And then we didn't follow through and we went, let's make it a New Year's resolution. So now it's a New Year's resolution.
Think
So
of them
that's
as
my New
things
Year's resolution.
I think of them as things I want to do, not resolutions because my, snarky brain goes, "You're not gonna follow it." So it's like, things I wanna do this year.
Mhm. What do you wanna do this year?
My planners and my, schedules is the
Yep.
main thing. Yeah, that's the main thing. Also because I'll write. One of the fancy Hobonichis is more of like a journal than a planner. So
Oh,
I'm
good.
using the big one as the planner. And I can use any kind of pen I want on it, so I don't have to say, "I can't do this because I can't write with my fountain pen." No, I can.
Yeah, you can. You can use whatever pen you have to hand.
And
My
yes,
problem
Dusty.
is always keeping it in the same book.
Yep.
Lewis
But I
Carroll created the nyctograph so he could write in the dark. Okay, nyctograph.
like having him on the chat is like learning class or something.
I know it is like being in class. Nyctograph. Nyctograph.
Substitution cipher writing? Surprised they didn't
Substitution
use that in the
cipher.
war.
Uses the system in dots and strokes.
Oh,
Interesting.
I think I know someone who used to do that. Ooh,
Wakened during the night with thoughts that needed to be written down at once and didn't want to go through the lengthy process of lighting a lamp only to then have to extinguish it.
that makes sense.
But I don't know how it would make it easier to talk at to write at night. I don't understand that, but it's very interesting.
That way you just have to make sure you like stay on the line. So you could probably arrange it where you have hands that stay on the line going straight.
Something.
So dot dot dash dash dash, things like that.
Yeah. Very cool, Adam.
But with someone like Lewis Carroll, he probably could have written anything anywhere. He's one of those writers.
Yeah. Resolution is to hit 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers again too, Dusty. I'd
Yeah,
be good with that one.
you need to push KA's stream because she went down. I saw it the other day. That's why I was like,
Yep.
"What?"
No, I've been going down. I've been going down steadily. So I hit 1,000 and I've been going down steadily. But it's leveled off and I've increased a little bit over the last couple of weeks. So I'm I'm hopeful that I won't drop down below 900. Um it uses a stencil. Yeah, but I mean, if he can't see in the dark, how can he see the stencil? Is my question, I guess.
In a weird way, I think all writers are professional liars anyway.
In a weird way, they kind of are, which is kind of what the Mutants and Mystics book is talking about. Like it's
Oh.
all made up stories. It's all made up stories, right? They start somewhere. Bridge says a resolution to travel more and sell everything I don't need so
Under
you can
consumption.
travel.
That's the big
Yes.
thing on TikTok right now. It's under consumption or something like that.
Yes.
That's why I was gonna say, see these, KA? I will send you a picture of all the ones I have, and I will give you one because I don't need, I think I have 6.
What are
The rest of
they?
them are plastic. This one's metal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need 6, and then I'll send some oxblood with it, the ink.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm trying to do that too. I'm trying to clean out my purses, clean out my shoes. My clothes not yet because of losing weight, so I'm not going to get rid of anything. But
Uh-huh.
if I can tailor it, I will. So I might have some funky looking cotton shirts coming out when I lose more weight.
I've already had to pull some things into the wardrobe because I've lost so much weight. And I will start having to get rid of some things. But when we moved into this house, I went from a huge walk-in closet to an 8x10 wall closet.
That sucks.
Uh-huh. It's been very difficult. Yes. So I'm not cutting my wardrobe anymore unless it's
Mine's
things that
going
are too big.
mine are going to the bigger girls who are working on it too. So my clothes are probably going to make the rounds because they're all black. So, and some
Okay.
of it, like the top I was wearing last night, made me so mad. It's too big now. So it's like I instead of going, oh, I'll take that in. No, I won't. It's velvet and I don't know how to sew. So I'm not taking it in.
You're not taking it in.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's going in the pile to make the rounds. I think the high goth stuff will just go to make the rounds.
Hey, Oakland DB, thank you for the sub. It's appreciated.
Yay! Thank you. Rock on.
Yes. We have an overstuffed shed. If you haven't needed it in more than a year, it's getting tossed. Miss Kim, we have a rented overstuffed storage unit. Shipping.
Well, after 3.5 years, we still haven't unpacked.
We haven't fully unpacked yet either. So, yeah. Selling things you don't need so you can purchase land for sustainable living. That's an excellent
Oh,
one.
that's cool.
You want to go full-time RV, Miss Kim. There's some great YouTube streamers on that.
Sorry, what's going on? He just locked the supermodel in the closet. That's all.
Oh, okay.
All I hear is that crash.
Okay, a quote by Unknown. 1 year from now, I want to look back at my life and say, girl, you believed in yourself and you did it.
Ooh, that almost gave me a panic attack. Yes, that's the way I should be
That's a
thinking.
good one.
That
That
is.
is an excellent one.
This is the one. She likes to hang out in his laundry. We call her the supermodel,
Yes, she is.
and he forgot. But you get her away now.
Club Brain Fog adopts Velvet like orphaned animals. I am sure. Did we have fun overall? Yeah.
It
Are you
depends.
kidding me, Dusty?
Well,
It
if you're talking
depends.
here, yes, we had fun. If you're talking about the real world, not really.
No, but on the stream. On the stream we had fun.
Yes. On streaming, we did.
Yes, indeed.
No
It
matter
is a
how many,
lovely quote, isn't it?
no matter how many Grateful Dead stories I still had, I'm not going to let it go. I mean, it's like a damn toy in my mouth.
So, if you could teleport anywhere for a fresh start, where would you go?
Paris.
Paris.
My sister grew up there. And you?
I'm thinking. Lady Bird, indeed, Fuzzy. Indeed.
Yes, that was Lady Bird.
Supermodel is Lady Bird.
Yes, I call a cat Birdie.
Teleport anywhere for a fresh start.
It could be a rainforest if you want.
I don't think I want the rainforest.
They do have big
The
spiders.
teleporter factory, Adam. I like your style.
Switzerland. Why Switzerland, Fuzz?
Paris.
Yeah, see?
Switzerland.
Paris in my head is
yeah.
just like this big, like, dream or something. When I go, I'm taking my sister with me because it'll be neat having a native
Prague or
Yeah.
Lithuania.
I've heard Prague is fun. A lot of
Yeah.
culture. A lot of culture that,
Yeah.
of course, we don't have.
Mhm. Switzerland would be good.
Why Switzerland? Okay, everybody's gonna have a party in
I
Switzerland.
forgot to show this.
You told your Oh, he forgot to show me this last night. I actually saw it somewhere before.
Ooh.
That was, yeah, the Eiffel
Was
Tower.
that actual Paris last night?
Yep, real Paris.
That's beautiful.
That is
Somebody
cool.
got an excellent picture.
I know. It was probably ugly and they fixed it.
Okay, so what thing are you going to do this year to take you out of your comfort zone?
What I'm doing now?
I'm going to graduate.
Yes, you are. You're going to
I'm
be
gonna
educated.
graduate. Chocolate and cheese. Okay, Fuzzy.
Oh, okay. I could go for that in the big old
I'll
resorts.
yeah, I'm right there. In Prague, absinthe makes the heart grow fonder. Well, absinthe does make the heart grow fonder, I think.
Funny, Adam, a friend of mine brought absinthe from Prague when she came home, and then I put it away because I don't do absinthe anymore. She came over like 10 years later and she goes, "No, we were supposed to do that."
You're supposed to do something with that.
Yeah, you're supposed to use that. I was like, I don't, goth time with absinthe is usually, when you first discover goth, and a friend of mine used to even make it, we all had absinthe
Oh,
spoons.
cool.
Yeah, so, but it was just like, it was pretty. I
That
still
was
have it.
back in the day when it was harder to get, too. It was not easy.
Was easy
Rainbow,
if you
that
were-
is an excellent thing to do. Start an in-person support group. Go do
Ooh.
that. That is excellent. Adam, comfort zones are eminently lovable.
Anyway. Maybe I'll start bedazzling everything. I have a ton of rhinestones.
I have a rhinestone melt gun right in a journal. Yes.
Yeah,
That's going to
see?
take me
Yes.
way out of my comfort zone. Way out of my comfort.
I was supposed to be the writer growing up. That's why it's fun. And that's why the writer herself, she was hammered one day and went, "You were supposed to be the writer." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. Brain fog, what do people assume about you that's completely wrong?
What? I was reading Adam, of course.
What did Adam say now?
Technically, it's illegal to take pictures of the Eiffel Tower at night but it's not enforced. Why would it be illegal?
And why would you know that?
'Cause he knows everything. I don't even
Out
ask
of
anymore.
curiosity, Adam, how did you come by this piece of data?
Yay, Kristen, you go.
Kristen, go do that. That is excellent. You're
It does
working
make a
out to help
difference.
you feel better out of your comfort zone. Yesterday, I went out with my client and he likes to go on hikes. So we find paved trails in the city that I can take my wheelchair on. And yesterday, he didn't have any idea what he wanted to do. I couldn't think of anything. And he said, let's go do this one trail that's in Portland. And I said, is it paved? And he was like, yeah, it's paved. So we got there, and it's like a 50-year-old road on a mountainside that's been washed out, maintained as a trail, so the roadbed is still there, but the road is mostly washed out. So it's all the rock underlayment, right? And it's going up at an elevation that isn't alarming, but it is, let's just say, we went a mile, and that mile took 40% of my battery.
Oh, jeez.
Between the elevation gain and my
Zigzagging.
poor wheelchair going over the rocky underlayment road bed. So the other thing that was going on last night, Dusty, during the stream, is my body was hurting so bad,
Okay.
and I could not figure out why. I was like, my back hurts, my ribs hurt, my belly hurts, my legs hurt, everything hurt. Because
Why?
I was having a workout with my core muscles
Doing that.
keep myself upright in the chair during all that Rocky. So it took 40% of the battery to get up that 1 mile of the road, and getting back down took 5% of my battery. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got answers to questions. Adam's going to answer. Kristen says that's what she said.
Yes. that's
Lights on
good.
the Eiffel Tower. How
Power.
Tower. I do know how to speak. The lights on the Eiffel Tower are patented. Interesting.
I know.
I
And
know he know.
well, the thing is that it's like when God, I can't remember her name now. SPTV dot space. They wanted me to have what I referenced. My references is I'm like, I don't know. I just know these things.
Right. I don't know how I know it. He just knows things. Is there
Exactly.
anything Adam doesn't know? Right?
Oh, I'm sure he
Exactly.
doesn't know a few things about women's anatomy. So there. Meh.
Maybe. Maybe. Now now it's a challenge. The Eiffel
Because
Light copyright means you can't publish the images for profit. Interesting.
that makes sense. I wonder if that's anywhere on the Golden Gate Bridge too. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so the question on the table was, what's the thing people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I'm a completely sheltered, spoiled brat.
Oh yeah, people assume that one about me.
Yeah, when I say certs occasionally things on chat and everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
Sunrise Dawn, take care, sweetie. I
"Bye,
hope the day
Sunrise
gets
Dawn."
better. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. The Folsom Street Fair thing, when I knew about that, or when somebody says something, I'm like, "And, it's supposed to be weird, but it's not." It's like, sincerely don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
And I can't stop the high voice, so it's not my fault.
Sorry, the camera for Orion just stopped working.
I know, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is, so I was gonna try and add it back in. That's one. The other one, people assume I'm a pushover, I think.
You have the voice for it. Yep.
Yeah, they assume that I'm just sweet and all of that, and that I am a pushover.
Don't you
And
love it when something like, sincerely happens that you're not supposed to respond positively to, and you're like, whatever.
right.
It's supposed to like, get to you and make you crazy, and you're just like, try again.
Try again. That one didn't work.
It was focused for a second.
It was focused for a second. Hold on.
Jesse, I love your autocorrect. GROTTHIS. Now, how could that get past autocorrect? How many times have you like typed that wrong?
What got past? I'm not.
He said, subscribe to everyone, y'all. Let's keep grow this, but it's all like one word, community together.
Oh, his auto. He probably he just. It is.
Well, usually if it corrects you with a word, you've used it a few times.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, isn't it?
So that's why it's like, where would you use GROTTHIS at?
Okay, I'm gonna try one. We'll see if the third time is the charm.
Oh, to get our Orion.
To get Orion back, yeah. I cannot figure out why the lighting is all wackadoodle today, guys.
Well, that's because I look like I'm in an institution, so everybody else's lighting looks weird.
No, I don't think that's why it is. I don't think my lighting usually looks this weird. People assume you're a hologram, Adam. That is hilarious. That you're a pushover, Susan. I am familiar. Yes. That I am a liberal and then that I am a conservative. Yes, Kristen, I am sure that people have trouble with that one with you. I have no doubt.
I don't
Let's
know
keep
anything
and
about
grow
this.
this community to keep growing this community together. Yes, subscribe
Yep.
to everybody.
And
Hey,
if you're
Bill.
yelling in the background, Her Highness is having issues.
Oh, she's just demanding, huh?
Yeah, we're all upstairs on the third floor too early, so she's
Right.
not moved.
That I am a pushover.
It's a lot of, I
Kristen,
bet you a lot of women haven't.
Kristen, you are correct. They it is a problem until they yes.
Ooh, yes.
And then they realize that it is a problem. It shows up on occasion. It's shown up on
Shade, that's what I call it. Giving shade.
uh-huh.
The
Cat
face that
mom look.
stops 1,000 ships, yes.
The face that stops 1,000 ships.
Or 1,000
Exactly.
children from doing anything.
That you're shy and reserved. That you're an
Oh,
independent Scientologist. Rich people think you're shy and reserved. Interesting. People think that I'm really shy, but I think my anxiety makes me shy. Right? Like it's not really shy, it's more anxiety. So once I know people and I'm more comfortable, then I'm less reserved.
I get the
Oh.
you looked super intimidating when I first saw you because my resting bitch face is very scary, and I would be thinking something completely different.
That's the other one I get. I get the exact opposite too. I get people who are terrified of me that think I am incredibly scary, and I'm like, I got, yeah, I got.
Hello Kitty on my arm. How can I be intimidating?
I am not that intimidating, but apparently I am that intimidating for some people.
Isn't it weird? It's just like, I wasn't doing anything. Why do I look intimidating?
Right, right. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Ah,
Exactly, Rainbow.
yes.
Exactly.
Well, that's why this is Natalie because she looks all cute and fluffy as a gray squirrel, and
Except, uh-huh.
she's a
That's
mom,
why
so she's got the mom thing going.
that's why I like the unicorn teeth.
Exactly. It's like unicorn.
Yes. Sweet, sweet, sweet unicorn. So innocent and pure. Uh-huh. And vampiric with teeth.
Like
Okay.
vampiric with peace.
Next question. If your life this year were a reality TV show, what would it be called? I got nothing.
What
This
would
is
it
where
be?
chat needs to come through.
Yeah, come on, chat. What would it be called?
People love to assume things about others. Yeah, they like to make snap judgments, indeed.
Oh, definitely. I live in the world of snap judgment.
Yeah.
All the people with their, you think normal people have problems. Try goth.
Yeah.
Guess it just would be Gloom Cookie.
Gloom Cookie is good.
Yeah, I am the main character in a comic book, or my world is a comic book, and I'm one of the supporting characters.
Uh-huh.
Would be it.
Okay.
The Death Hermit? Who is the Death Hermit?
The Death Hermit. That would be Kristen's reality TV show.
Ah, but why?
Yes, Kristen, but why? My 1000 P jar life? Oh, Bilf, I am sorry.
Yuck.
Or the Hospice Hermit. There you go. The Between Worlds Fun Time Hour. Nice, Adam.
That would work. Yeah.
The Between Worlds Fun Time.
You're going to kick Ed Sullivan's ass. Yeah.
Oh, who's getting inducted, Dusty?
Oh, who's getting inducted? Usually Papa Cat would know something like this. It's music oriented.
Did anybody watch the Rose Parade this morning? It started at like 7 a.m. Pacific time.
It wasn't in a really celebratory mood because, of course, Poppy Cat comes in and tells me what happened last night. So it's like, okay.
Oh, in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like New Orleans is the symbolic capital of all goths. So it's like when something happens there, everybody is like, what? Especially
Ozzy right now. Ozzy's getting inducted. Okay.
Ozzy. Now? You mean he hasn't been in it before?
So let's see. Rainbow's reality TV show would be What Not to Do, and Susan's would be Animals Rule.
Ah, okay. That
You're
sucks, Kristen.
boycotting until the White Stripes get inducted? That's fair, Fuzzy. Real Women. I know you've done really well with that, Kristen. That's amazing that you've helped 3 family members die.
Yeah, I know what that's like, unfortunately.
It's
Who can
very
the gang?
hard.
Who can the gang, Dusty? You mean Cool in the Gang?
Yeah, he does mean Cool in the Gang.
I know, but it's like, who shows up for that one?
Yeah. Real Women, learning lessons about healing, trusting, and letting go. Lupita, that's a beautiful title for a reality TV show. I love it.
That's when, yeah, I'm the one who goes, really?
Yes. I love it. Cool in the Gang, Dionne Warwick, nice. They need to induct Suzanne. Okay, is this a real person?
Suzanne, where?
Muldowney.
Modowney, aka Underdog Lady.
Lady.
Nope, Papa Cat doesn't know either.
Dusty says, please forgive the spelling. He is sorry.
It just shows that you're typing faster than you're thinking, so that's good.
Yes, it I tend to type faster than I think as well. They need to induct Tom Green for the Bum Bum song Alone.
What's the Bum Bum song?
I don't remember the song, but Tom Green? I don't think so.
You mean the comic Tom Green?
No. Oh, yes. Yes. The one who married Drew Barrymore briefly.
Right, okay.
Yes, that one. We're not going to
you-
listen to that one.
Yeah, the only
And Cher, nice. She's
Ooh.
real?
She-
Okay, now we got to go look up Suzanne Muldowney.
Share the singer or share the one who hangs out in our chat?
Cher the
the one
singer.
We're done.
who thinks about it.
Dusty just can't win.
No,
I-
he can't.
He's gonna. It's gonna take a while to for me to get over another Grateful Dead song or story.
Shh.
Just said
Joffin
there-
dresses as the cartoon character Underdog.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. And so now I figure Adam's 100 years old and he's a floating head.
She dresses as Underdog, y'all. This is amazing. We have to see this.
You can't show it.
I can't share it. It won't let me share screen all of a sudden.
A Tribe Called Quest. Foreigner, Peter Frampton, and all the, so we're in the 70s with the inductees.
Yes.
Okay. Except I think it's Mary J. Blige too. It's cut off.
Okay, so I would love to share Suzanne Muldowney, but somehow my share screen has been
Deactivated?
deactivated all of a sudden. It is not working. It appears Restream was having problems. It took me forever to connect. I had to restart my computer. It was Papa
Which was
Cat may
lucky-
have mentioned I was having all kinds of problems getting in.
Which was lucky for me that Papa Cat was in here because I was messing up my makeup at the time. So
Well, he didn't do anything but watch me come in and out.
yes, I know Tribe Called
GD
Quest was
50th?
90s. I was
Oh,
just
the Grateful
making
Dead 50th. No, we're not going to talk. No,
What?
no,
No,
no.
I didn't mean that. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Go take
Yeah,
acid
but
somewhere.
you brought it up.
I know.
So,
I know. Dance class, cool, Lupita.
what kind of dancing, Lupita?
No, we can't. It. I'm learning to have to keep talking instead of waiting for answers.
Yeah, don't we have to keep talking? What's
Because I
the
tried to
most
answer-
fun? What's the most fun New Year's celebration you've had? That's the problem is if we have numbers, then people remember the number and they say number 19
I tried
and the
numbers then.
answer. But to do the numbers means I've got to put the number in the chat. I've got to put the question with the number in the chat, and I've got to do a hell of a lot of copying, pasting, and we need a producer for that.
Papa Cat's going, ooh.
Sounds hard. Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
we
Mr. Backstage. Okay.
Yeah, you should make him, we should do this on Wednesdays and we should make him be producer man for real.
Okay.
I'll do it.
It's so easy.
Yes.
I hear you back there mansplaining to me how easy it is.
Oh, hurt me.
You'd be like, planning.
I know that was a low one. You didn't deserve that.
No, he has his mansplaining moments, and I mock him when he does it.
Hip hop or jazz? Excellent. That sounds like it would be so much fun.
Both.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, remind me what nobody's got time for. You don't do out of your comfort zone, Fuzzy? I have had to do out of my comfort zone, partially because my comfort zone got way too small.
Yeah.
It got way too small. Ah, shots fired. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is. It's part of, well, there's reasons. There's good reasons. It is hard. It's hard to talk to people and to read you guys' messages and to keep up and to find the right questions and to add in having to put them in there with the numbers. It's a lot. I doth protest too much. But
the smarter you get, the harder things are. So when she says it's
sometimes.
too hard.
What's the most fun New Year's you've ever had?
Millennial in London.
Wonderful.
I mean, weirdly enough, there are tons of them, but if I'm going to pick one, it would be 2000 in London.
That
Because
sounds like
I didn't evaporate. It was boring.
2000. I think 2000 would be the one. We don't have New Year's parties generally, but in 2000 we did. And so that would be the one that I would pick up as the one that was the most fun. With the added benefit of the world didn't end, right?
No, it was so boring. It didn't end.
Yes. It was
So-
so boring. It didn't. I like to
I kept
plan.
looking at my computer and then
Saw Orion was all blurry, but I think she's going to
he
fix
was
it.
going to tell us that
Yep.
Orion was blurry.
Yes, I was busy dealing with Orion going blurry again. And when that happens, Restream is having problems with something because I'm having to do all kinds of workarounds.
Right. If you make me dream of a flan chasing me around trying to explain things, Adam, because I hate flan.
1999 because Y2K didn't happen. Exactly, Rainbow. Exactly.
And 1999 was the one I was talking about this afternoon, with it being at a friend's house and he had a jet engine warming his loft. Yes.
Wow.
See, you should have been there for that one.
That's amazing.
Papa Cat
That's
was in Times Square once.
Yeah, that was I think it was the end of 84, when 84 became 85. I was in Times Square.
I've
So-
had no
And how was
desire
that?
since.
I would put that one at the top of my list, other than what I mentioned a week or so ago, where they cleared everybody out within a half an hour with cops on horseback, so you couldn't really linger. But yeah, I did that once.
Oh,
and I
really?
would-
Everybody's out. Boom.
Oh yeah,
huh?
I don't know if they do it now, but they wanted everybody out of Times Square by 12:30.
That's what they did in New Orleans, actually. I think those people were waiting for Ubers because they clean out Bourbon Street with horses. So that's why it was so late that there was a crowd, because I think it was an Uber area.
Oh.
Thought it
That
was
makes
weird
sense.
how it could be like that late, because
That-
when they cleaned it out, they're just like, you go home now.
the party's over. But the party's not over on Bourbon Street. I mean, they certainly don't have bar close at 12:30.
No, but they close between, I think, 4 and 6
Okay.
to clean. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've been there for Halloween a couple of times. Of course.
Yeah. I would love to go. I've not been to New Orleans. It's on my
I hear you, Adam. I just did it. Wanted to do it once. So I did.
I would love to watch it from, like, the Marriott over and watch it from there.
I heard someplace that this is the last year that the crystal ball will drop in Times Square. And I don't know if this is true or not. I just heard it. So
Let's ask Adam. He'll know.
Yeah, Adam, do
Adam
you
will
know?
know. They're going to replace it with LED lights.
I thought there were, like, lights behind the Savarskis. Aren't they Savarskis? The
Yeah,
glasses.
they were lights behind crystals, and they're going to replace it with LEDs. They're going to replace it with a different thing. That's what
Yeah.
I understood to be true. I could be wrong.
Damn Green New Deal. It's ruining everything.
The background is giving me no end of trouble, you guys. I am just like disappearing all over the place.
I know. That's why it's like you should so I don't use them.
Yes, but you don't want to look at my background right now.
Put up a sheet.
Yeah, I may have to do that. I got a green screen, but it didn't work because it wasn't taught. And they have to be taught. You want nothing to do with Times Square? The fireworks in Dubai let you know the USA ain't shit anymore. I can only imagine, Kristen.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine. So, did you have a New Year's tradition growing up that you treasure? I can't think of one.
Asking
I'd
my parents
always
why
get it
they're home.
asking your parents while you home. In 85, New York was still a hellscape. Yes, indeed.
That's true. Yeah. So being chased out by cops on horseback was probably just par
Just
for the
par
course.
for the course.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a childhood tradition? Oh my goodness gracious. Brain fog.
What?
We have gone through first, second, and are on to third Minnesota goodbye.
So I said
Cricket's not here.
we should do long ones. We can get away with it.
I haven't seen Cricket, and you know what I didn't do?
You didn't tell him you were going on.
No, he knew I was coming on. I wonder if he fell asleep.
Oh,
We don't have a first Minnesota Goodbye Award. We
no,
don't
we
have a
don't.
third Minnesota Goodbye Award, and we don't have a first in award either. And I don't know who was the first in anymore. Because we've been chatting away. So we're going to be, third Minnesota Goodbye without even going through the first and second. Yeah, somehow we can do long ones. I don't know what all this chatter is about.
They're replacing the ball with another set of crystals. But
they're different crystals.
Yeah, I guess that do have LEDs in them. And they're retiring the countdown clock with something else now too.
So I wasn't my source was not incorrect.
So technically they are retiring it, but
okay.
It looks like they're retiring the crystals in it with new ones.
Okay.
Oh, I guess one of my resolutions actually could be that I'm going to stop paying for subscriptions that I've never used.
That's a good one. How are you going to find those?
I get tons of crap in my email, so I'll just go and see if I'm subscribed to it. And if I am, then I'll go in there, unsubscribe, find out if I'm paying for it because it's like the little bitty things, $1 and $2, just
They all add up.
yeah.
Yes. And the problem is, how do you make them go away?
You
My
go
aunt
into
was
the you go into the
sorry.
accounts and you
Uh-huh.
well, you can go on the email and unsubscribe. If they say you have to go through something else, then you go through something else. Um, it's like they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to let you unsubscribe from the newsletter, but there is still I came across one today that still I had to go to the site itself and then I think I actually am
Jump
going to
through
have to
hoops.
like make a email to unsubscribe me, but in the long run,
Okay.
it's worth it because it's probably a $1 or $2 thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they all add up. My aunt was the one who tortured everyone with all the holiday spirit, and she has become a homebody in the last few years.
Oh.
We are all marked safe for the holidays the last few years. Oh, Kristen. Last night on Dusty's live, I was the sole Pollyanna,
Oh
Santa
no,
Claus, Christmas apologist.
I was with you. I said you're the reason that I appreciate Christmas now.
Oh, thank you.
Just couldn't hear me over the cacophony of the rest of them.
Yes, well, it's, they're going to have to figure out a solution for that someday. Somebody will be brilliant and figure out the solution for multiple
Have
voices.
keyboard thing or something that we hit so we could be first. Now that'll be fun while everybody's trying to hit the keyboard.
Exactly. Exactly. We had that once for a nonprofit I volunteered for. Did simultaneous online discussion groups, and this was way like 15 years before Zoom was a thing, so they had their own proprietary software, and you had to click to talk so that nobody would ever be talking over each other. That's what they did. Yeah.
So the weird thing is that we're all on here because we like to talk. And so
Mhm.
it's like you get 8 people, even no face talks. I mean, and he's got the voice. So he
Right.
kept cutting in. That was the cool part. When he spoke, he cut in over everybody.
Did he really?
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
he
Oh yeah.
did. That was nice. Lupita says she used to play with sparklers as a kid. That's a lovely. We
Yes.
did that. We would get to do that on the 4th of July. Play
We'd
with
save our
sparklers.
some of the sparklers for New Year's. She's right. We did. We did
Ah,
that
I
too.
remember doing that sometimes too. Now I do. Yeah. You just got a vision of a pencil marks in the door jamb measuring the height of calendars past. That's funny, Fuzzy.
It was in the house I grew it was a house of 1 to 10. After that, we didn't do that. From 11 to 16, we didn't do that.
Your boss will mute you? Yeah, that's a way to do it, but I can't actually mute brain fog. I can take her off camera, but that takes
What was that? I
okay.
wasn't doing anything.
Now it's not letting me put her back on for serious.
Yeah,
I
I am.
can't.
I'm on the restream.
It gave me a heart attack for a minute because it wasn't responding. And I was like, okay, I was just trying to show off, and now I've kicked her out.
I've learned that one years ago. Don't do something you've never done before when 50 people are looking at you.
You'd think I would know that by now, but apparently I didn't. No. Luckily
You're
it
the
wasn't.
Pollyanna, remember?
I am the Pollyanna. I cop to being the Pollyanna in the room. It is a terrible trait. One of the okay, so let me back up to a question. What's a quirky trait that you love about yourself? And that would be the one. I'm a Pollyanna.
Hmm?
I don't know where Cricket is. I'm hoping that he fell asleep.
He probably that would be the karma for you is that he fell asleep because you forgot mine.
That would be the karma for me. That would
Yeah.
make sense. I'm hoping that he fell asleep because he was busy last night and he's been doing a lot. So, yeah.
Quirky thing. Come on, people. Quirky thing.
Quirky trait that you love about yourself.
Quirky trait that you love about yourself. I guess the eyebrow. It's my mother.
Ah,
I mirrored my mother. So my mother had hers on the other side. So I got that from her. And I do
that
that. If
is
anybody's paying
excellent.
attention, I do that a lot.
It is an excellent one.
Sure everybody else can name a million of mine, but it's my eyebrow. You're a
But
chronic
you're a
bad
chronic
speller.
bad speller.
I'm with Fuzzy. Cricket, right? So
Well, it's third Minnesota goodbye.
but then who
And will Beetlejuice Cricket. Yeah.
he could be like desert when he come in before
Yes.
mine ended.
Yes. You're embracing it. Good, Kristen. You have a passing acquaintance with French copyright law. Adam.
So he is
mean,
some
like,
academic.
I the connections blow my mind, Adam.
I did look him up once by that name, and it's a common name. It's a pain in the ass. So I didn't get to find out anything.
Oh, you did? It is
Yeah.
a common name.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would have taken a few hours, I think, to find something out. So it's like I tried. Oh my God.
Cricket!
Wow. It
Did
worked.
you actually just show up?
Or did you do a me and you've been here for half an hour?
Well, yes, my husband just said from the background you Beetlejuiced him. That's what we were attempting to do was Beetlejuice him.
Yeah,
Did we actually Beetlejuice you, Cricket?
it worked.
Not only that, Cricket, but your third Minnesota goodbye.
So you need to give yourself a picture.
The Beetlejuice trick worked. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Cricket does win. Cricket wins third Minnesota goodbye. We have no idea. I cannot recall. Do you remember who was first in?
No, I don't know who your mods are though, so I wouldn't be able to tell.
So you guys aren't answering. Oh, you did answer the quirkiest traits.
Yeah, and Kristen has the eyebrow thing too.
Cricket, it's exactly what I said. I hope that he's sleeping. Everybody was like, "Where's Cricket? Where's Cricket?"
I said it
We
was karma
Beetlejuiced
because
you, Cricket. We totally Beetlejuiced you.
J-Bat, right. J-Bat was first in.
J-Bat was first in. Thank you.
No, really, Cricket?
What?
The artist said he did not sleep last night. I'm like, duh.
Well, Cricket, you you win third Minnesota goodbye. You got
Take
to
a
tell
picture
me
for
which
yourself.
one of these is which. I'm not sure which one is which.
Orion is really passed out.
Well, that was the other reason he's always this passed out because he is on a metric ton of trazodone and gabapentin.
I know, but he's not looked at this zombie like since when he got his surgery.
He yesterday was all worked up and wouldn't calm down.
So he's got a hangover from New Year's Eve.
Apparently. Apparently. I love a good Beetlejuicing. It is
Ringo? You mean like Star?
there he is moving for you,
Oh,
brain.
he
fog.
goes.
There he goes. You
It's
got
Zombie Orion going, "Don't touch me."
and there we got Beans.
Yes, toe beans are good.
The one with the hand is the Minnesota Goodbye. Okay, well that one's yours, Cricket. And we will send J-Bat the other one. Yep, Orion's got that good stuff. He got toe beans.
He's got the hookup, definitely.
There we go. That one's even better, Toby. Can you see that one? Look at that. There we go.
He almost looks like his tongue sticking out.
Not quite. Not quite. What you doing there, Bubba?
I love that. They'll wake them up to make sure they're okay.
I had to, so when my kids were infants, I had so much trouble like not rushing into the bedroom to make sure they were okay. And baby monitors were a thing,
You
but
were lucky.
cameras were not, right? And so I had to talk myself down all the time from not going in and waking them up. Like, nothing's happened. It's all just fine. It's all just fine.
I had to
Now,
sleep in the equivalent of a cradle in my parents' room till I was 5 because I had a small windpipe and a supwalk.
oh,
Yeah, so my mother, I definitely, that could be why she ignored me, was that I kept her busy for the first 5 years of my life.
okay. So let's show. Sorry, let's show the
Then fake
first
Paul shows.
in. No, I can't because it's not working to share my screen.
Right.
Cricket, it busted. I was getting it all set up
And I
while
don't
you
know
were
how to do it.
talking, brain fog. I was getting all set up to show you the pictures,
It's all my fault.
and the share screen isn't working. We've been having technical difficulties all evening. I will show them on Saturday at Baking and Bacon Hour. That's when I will show them. Should we do one more question? Let's see what the next question is. I gotta find one.
I'm just laughing at Orion.
Yeah, he's comfy that way.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's very happy.
Who wouldn't be? Reading the comments just in case. I know I'm supposed to be talking while she's looking for things. I'm not a very good co-pilot tonight.
That's okay. Sent to J-Bat already. Thank you, Cricket.
And yes, Orion is ringing in the new year, right?
I don't have any other good. I don't have any other good questions.
Oh, come on,
We'll
woman. You
end it
gotta
on
have
a
one
good
good question left.
If you could plan a group trip this year, where would it be to and why?
Oh, to where Xenu's supposed to be. But he escaped from the cage. Remember Russian mountains or something?
Oh, really? That would be cool. Shaquille, how are you?
Hi, Shaquille.
So, okay, the question is, guys, If you could plan a group trip for this year, where would you go and why? I love brain fogs. I love brain fogs.
Yeah, he supposedly escaped from there though. So, because Natalie was talking about it when she was going through the I date Xenu phase, and
Dollywood. Fuzzy says Dollywood. I'm
actually
in
possible.
Fuzzy.
I don't know if I'd want to go when it was daylight though, because the nighttime Christmas at Dollywood is awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, they do the light parade, and it's cold, and
I mean, cold as compared to where? Cold as
it was
compared
cold
to
to me.
as compared to Minnesota cold, or as
No,
composed? Okay,
compares to Minnesota cold.
Canada.
Well, Canada, yeah, but no, it was probably in the low 40s. I mean, it is. Where were we? Tennessee? Yeah, it's Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it got cold for there.
Okay.
Since nobody's
Hey guys.
answering,
Nobody is answering.
I
Well,
have a
Fuzzy
question.
answered. Dollywood.
Yeah.
Visit streamers. That would I would probably plan a meetup in a central, I mean, someplace everybody could get to easily. So it wouldn't be Clearwater. It would be someplace like Las Vegas or Denver or excellent cricket.
Yay, cool.
And have everybody come in and have like a group thing. That would be the group trip I would plan.
Yeah, but you know what happens at conventions? They'll either drink too much, have too many drugs, or all have sex. It's really weird.
You're right. It needs to have a group theme. You're not wrong. Somewhere in New England with a Victorian bed and breakfast.
That's so bougie, Adam.
Adam, that sounds quite lovely. Winter or summer?
Winter.
Or autumn?
No. I don't like the in-between seasons.
You don't like the in-between seasons? You like summer or winter?
And I don't like winter, even though it's my favorite.
I like winter in winter weather. I don't like winter in Pacific Northwest weather.
Right. It used to rain, was it 300 days a year in Portland?
Yes.
I'm not sure
Autumn,
what it is now.
Adam.
Autumn. Autumn is
I
brown.
got
I don't
there,
like brown.
Adam. I got there. Oh, Dusty.
That's what the family is for.
I am
Yes.
sorry, sweetie. I understand, Adam. I grew up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and autumn in Minnesota and Wisconsin
Oh,
is
okay.
absolutely breathtaking.
That's the Ansel Adams Beautiful Autumn, right?
Yeah. It's breathtaking. It's just unbelievably beautiful. And in Portland, we get a few days like that. But Susan, that's really exciting. I remember her talking about that today. I can't wait for you. That'll be so nice. You've never been to a convention, Cricket? They're kind of fun. Spring.
I went to a Comic-Con back in the day, and it was either really boring or, ooh, I got to get out of here.
Ah. I haven't been to Comic-Con. I haven't ever been.
I think all conventions are probably pretty normal now.
Yeah.
Comic-Con, I'm trying to figure which year. 88? Yeah, I knew the people who started it, basically. But yeah,
Okay.
it was covered in major nerddom, but there were nerd girls, so the nerd boys were happy.
Right. Right. So long as there's no girls. We could go to Sleepy Hollow. That would be so cool, Adam.
Where is that?
It's in the Northeast.
I figured that.
Well, I had a little bit of an answer. I had a
I
little bit of an answer.
thought it was in the Mediterranean. I'm glad you told me. That was almost mansplaining. You know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was
Okay,
awesome.
where is Sleepy Hollow? There's a good question. Adam's not told us yet.
Come on, Adam. You're slipping.
Westchester County, New York,
Oh, okay.
on the east bank of the Hudson River, 25 miles north of Manhattan.
Wow. You could do both of those things. Go to Sleepy Hollow and then go hang out in Manhattan, go to the museums and stuff.
New York, New York's not central, but everybody can get there easily. Right? It's not like it's hard to get there.
Right.
Upstate New York, the Headless Horseman is from there. Yes.
Isn't Martha Stewart from up there too?
My ancestral home, one of them, is up there.
Ah.
Way back when.
I'm petting the
Talked
supermodel.
about that. Is she strutting through?
She's mining everything right now, but she was walking through till I started petting her and pulling her tail. All my cats love me.
Dusty, I am also a big fan of Cricket Cinema.
Who isn't? And now we're sponsors. The way I look at it.
Adam, are
Well,
you
we-
giving a personal tour?
Yeah. Do you live in Brooklyn or are we going to come and visit you?
I want the tour. If I'm going to Brooklyn, I want a local.
That's very bougie nowadays, though.
Everyone will like Park Slope. I think Adam's planning the group trip as we speak.
As long as it's not in the summer.
No, it's in the autumn.
Right, right.
It's in the autumn, which gives everybody time.
Oh, okay. Park Slope's a neighborhood in Brooklyn. Well, so there's the Reddit, the subreddit, and then the subreddit.
Yes, always.
New
As
York is
with all things, they will compartmentalize.
New York is hard.
Old Brooklyn still exists. Lovely.
That works.
History, I like history. History is nice.
First time second time I went to New York, I had major social anxiety, and so I stayed in the hotel room pretty much every day. So I still haven't been to the Guggenheim or the MoMA, the original MoMA. I've been to Park Avenue and Rockefeller Center and stuff, but I've missed the museums.
It sounds like 10 days in New York are in our future.
Oh, bummer.
I got to
I-
graduate and get a job first.
Oh God. Particulars.
Yes, indeed.
So I've got a
Indeed.
question.
Mhm.
I've got a question for the chat. What do we remind you of? Laverne and Shirley or Lucy and Ethel?
Yes.
Because Carrie Ann and I are thinking about doing this together more often. So it'd be good to have an idea. I said that in Laverne and Shirley, I'd be Shirley because I'm the ditz. And with Lucy and Ethel, I'd be Lucy because I'm the one who's always going 100 miles an hour. And I've always thought of Ethel as the smart, down to earth one. Anything?
Really? Yeah, you guys tell us what you think. It'll take a minute.
Yeah, that's why I said you were Ethel and I was Lucy, because I always thought Ethel was the one who was like, whatever.
Take
You
a
know,
pill.
yeah, take a pill, calm down. And that's the way I always
Let's
looked at Lucy.
breathe.
As Lucy just goes, "Blah," you know.
That's interesting. You want to go to a musical? Yes, Susan.
Oh,
I'm with you.
yeah.
In New York, that would be excellent. Lupita says she went to visit Louisa May Alcott, who was buried in the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery.
Very cool.
Wow. Boston Museum of Fine Arts. Kristen says Thelma and Louise, but I don't like their ending.
Do I?
You can be Lucy and Ethel from Here's
Yes,
Lucy.
Lucy.
Adam says Lucy and Ethel.
That's what I thought. I mean, this is our second time doing it, and we seem to have done a good job considering how long we've been on.
Yeah, we went past the fourth Minnesota goodbye, y'all.
She's the one who has to go and have life. I have all my life with me, so I'm cheating.
Daphne and Velma.
Oh my
That
God.
one's good, Fuzzy.
I've been accused of being Velma a lot, but see, I'd have to be Daphne because KA would be Velma, the smart one.
You think I'm the smart one?
I'm not educated. Remember, I haven't graduated from high school.
Yeah, that book
His
educated
master's.
and smart are different things.
Well, technically, educated means smart.
Not
Ah.
technically.
Okay, Cricket. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. But I was thinking for
Both
a
pairs rolled
description.
into one. The question was Lucy and Ethel or Laverne and Shirley, Susan.
Me and Carrie Ann.
Lucy and Ethel or Laverne and Shirley. Who do we remind you of?
And Fuzz
Who
brought
are
up
we
Daphne
channeling?
and Velma.
And we've also got Daphne and Velma and Thelma
Thelma
and
and Louise. But see, I do it completely differently if we did Thelma and Louise. Besides, they're too aggro.
yeah, I don't like the ending. Not my speed.
Wicked still playing in New York? I wouldn't mind seeing the play. I heard the play's a million times better than the movie, so I'm not going to watch the movie, but
Well, I may watch the movie, but I may wait to watch the movie until the second one comes around.
I don't even know the whole. You know, a friend of mine does this. I don't know the whole premise. Besides, it's before Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, give
before
me a
we're
little Ricky.
all right.
That's all.
Ah! Laverne and Ethel. That's not bad, Cricket. Laverne and Shirley. Okay, Susan says Laverne and Shirley. Okay, I think we need to explore this further. And yes, Cricket, there's a video in the production. I can see it in production now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, I do have to go have a life. Orion's follow-up with the neurologist is tomorrow.
And I've got lunch with my cousin tomorrow, so I won't be on during the day.
Won't be on during the day. Okay. Okay. I will let everybody know what the neurologist reports.
Yes, definitely. I mean, look at him. He's on his back. Isn't that where his surgery was?
Uh-huh. I
Well
mean,
then.
he's spread eagle. Well, that wasn't my intention, but that is where it went.
He's got a blonde patch. For some reason, I thought that was like a shaved area. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah,
What?
that's his foot, but he does have a light patch on his
Yeah,
chest.
right there. That was the one too.
Yeah.
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 No, on my screen, he's, we're all small. I'd have to look at the television, but the television is behind by what, 10 seconds?
Your clothes are way better than Velma. I would agree with that, Cricket.
This is,
There,
this is
Velma,
the in-for jacket.
it's the fashionable Velma.
Fashionable Velma.
Fashionable Velma. Yeah. And Orion is totally wasted.
It's so much fun to watch him do that. It's gonna suck when he's well because then we won't see him anymore.
Your boyfriend at the time told you the end of Thelma and Louise. It wasn't on purpose and he was cute, so he was forgiven. I expect cute goes a lot towards forgiven.
I can't remember what it was, but somebody did that to me too on something, and I was just like, "Oh, you're lucky. You're pretty." I had a
Okay, so
problem.
there's a reason that I have 3 Minnesota goodbyes, and it's because I need to say it 3 times
It's not
for it
working.
to take effect. It's like clicking your heels together 3 times, except, it just takes time. So I need to
Glenda's
go.
not gonna let her go. She'll grab her by the ankle when she starts
I
moving.
know. Quite the characters. Well, thank you, Kristen.
Thank you,
That-
Kristen.
That actually means a lot coming from you, dear.
Really? I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with you yet, Kristen.
Kristen is quite the character.
I would assume so. 5th Minnesota goodbye. Yep.
We are at about the 5th Minnesota goodbye, Adam. Yes, yes.
And when we do it together, it'll be the 5th California goodbye.
Oh, we're gonna invent something new, huh?
Yeah, or go away.
Calisoda.
Calisoda. No, or to be her going, "We're leaving now."
It
We're
will
done.
be me doing that. It will be me doing that. It'll be me doing that a lot, won't it?
Yeah, like I said, Lucy, Ethel, Laverne, Shirley, it's like, I'm not the smart one here. It's like, excuse me.
If you keep saying you're not the smart one, we're gonna have words.
Okay, fine. I'm not the educated one.
That one I'll let pass.
Yeah, if
I
I
will
tried going
concede
for a
I have more
master's,
education than you.
if I started going for masters now, I wouldn't get it until I was in my 70s and I'd be on, the news.
Most times it doesn't take as long as it took me to do it. I've taken my time because I've done it basically 1 course at a time instead of 2 courses.
But I get
Usually
distracted.
usually people take 2 courses per quarter, and I've only taken 1.
No, but I'm a self-righteous little shit, and I'd probably try to keep correcting my teachers.
Yeah, you can't do that so
No.
much. No. Doesn't work so much. Doesn't work so much.
Okay, bye and hang up. That's my
Bye and hang up. Bye.
That would be like a good hour sometimes. No, come on. See, you do it. Come on, you do it first.
Velma Bagalencia.
I dislike them so much right now.
Balenciaga. I said it wrong.
I want to be
Velma Balenciaga.
Velma Vuitton. How about that?
Velma Vuitton.
Velma Valentino.
Calisoda Vita Vegemin. Something like that. Okay, guys. We will see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Because we're not going into the 6th Minnesota goodbye.
No.
Take care, y'all.